Greetings. We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we will be playing TORG Eternity, which is a card-supported D20 multiverse system. And a mouthful to say. If you would like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. Also, like and share. If you would like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch and give us a follow in order to be a part of our chat. So, our heroes have traveled with the tribe of One Face into the Living Lands and discovered a strange pyramid that looks very Egyptian.
Could this be a mixed cosm and we just don't know it?
No. That's definitely weird.
Not for the Living Lands.
Could be, but Living Lands just likes to steal things.
Yeah, you might want to look at the lesser
Yeah.
laws of the Living Lands.
Mostly, though.
I don't know if they're on that.
They are.
Yeah,
Oh.
they are,
Minor
but-
laws, law of variety, law of scars, law of decay, and then the law of wonders.
Is the law of wonders on this one? Oh,
Yep.
that's the next one.
That's the third major law of the Living Lands.
Unless you're talking about a different law.
No, it's
Okay.
the Law of Wonders. How do you think that in day one you ran into a high tech?
Yeah.
We also ran into a high-tech tower.
That's
Or
true.
by a Dinos. I don't know what happened to him. Hope he's doing well.
Probably.
He seemed to like the gear.
I
So,
was wondering if you eventually turned core, which would be interesting.
Well,
I
he
don't
was
know.
already not Living Lands.
yeah. He was something else.
That's true.
But we never saw him again. For all we know, there's a Timmy Hortons up there who's just owned by him by now.
He's also not a gold scale.
So, this is where you guys come from?
Yes, this is the only place we have known.
Well, that's weird.
And as we have been scouting, we have had information given to us about the High Lords and the invasion of this world.
Given to you by who?
We're not sure.
How does
It
the
was
information
found
come?
within the pyramid
Oh.
upon our awakenings.
So do you guys know how to read and write already, or is it
Yes.
it's something that's interesting?
Yeah, all the Marian clones usually have that degree of
Competence.
learning in them already. And they always learn their own specialty based on their cosm.
That would have been helpful for the first 12 grades of my schooling.
It would have been. But this is why, horrific human experimentation was bad. So you had to go to school. It's
Yeah.
it's ethics.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
No such thing as flash learning.
Learning by osmosis.
Yes.
I feel like Pan Pacific is getting kind of close. I feel like they can Probably just get ready to
The
download.
closest would be Nile Empire, because you can actually go into the GodNet,
Oh, cyber papacy.
cyber papacy.
I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Someone turned the source off.
The source.
It's not working. It's not working. Nope, it's working now.
It's because of Neo. He blew up the source.
I thought he took the red pill.
That's a common misconception. If you're colorblind, you know that he took the yellow pill.
Mm.
Okay. There's Usagi. Okay, well, let's get in here and take a look at this location. Unless it's sacred. Is it sacred?
No, we don't really. We consider it our home.
Okay, okay.
So, sacred in that sense, yes. So long as, but if you don't intend to defile our home, you are welcome to look around.
We'll see.
Are there any chambers that have not opened up? Like the ones you woke up in?
Well, let's go inside and ask. Show us around.
She's a little excited, I think. I think this may be her second pyramid.
It's my first pyramid.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
No, we didn't want to go
Alright.
there.
So, I mean, you enter in, and honestly, the first rooms look like they're designed to be a common room with living quarters branching off.
Very cozy.
And there is an old style elevator at the back.
Crank.
No, you have to operate it.
Yeah, by a crank or.
No, by down.
Okay.
It's powered,
It's okay.
but it's not automatic.
You guys use the elevator?
We did, but as we are no longer down below, and down below is not really a good place to live, we don't now.
Down below.
Yes.
So
we woke up down below.
Show us where you live now. And
Here.
what does it look like?
Okay. There's like a pretty big common room,
Okay.
and there's other rooms off to the side that look like they're designed for living quarters.
Concrete, stone.
Stone.
Okay.
I mean, again, it seems like most of the stuff in here is still primitively built. So there's no like amenities that would be like Nile Empire era.
Okay.
It's a miracle that
There's no fire pit inside. The fire pit they keep outside.
Yeah.
It's a miracle the elevator works. And it just goes down.
And back up.
Oh, it comes back up. But
Doesn't
okay.
go sideways, does it?
So we're just taking a look around.
Okay.
Usagi wants to try to look around and see
Give
what
me fine.
fine checks. A 10.
Okay.
Got an 8.
Got an 11.
Okay. So all of you actually notice that it looks like there are actual electric lights.
I flip one on just to see if
And yes, it does turn on actually.
That is interesting. Have you guys ever done that?
No.
Okay.
I turn it back off.
Well, that's real weird. Okay. Well, let's go into the below. Is it dangerous to be in the below?
We've never noticed anything dangerous.
Okay.
It is just very strange.
Understandable, and I wouldn't want to sleep in anywhere strange.
Before we head below, I want to see if there's actually like a kitchen type area that, because you said there's a common area. So I was wondering if there's actually an area that looks like a kitchen.
Nothing. Yeah, looking through it doesn't look like there's any kitchen or bathrooms.
Okay.
So it has electricity, and you figure that out fairly easily, but it doesn't have running water or anything of that nature.
Okay. I'm not sure if it matters, but I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it might give a clearer picture of the purpose of it, or how it works. Because it's more like a resting place and not a you're gonna survive here place.
Well, it's interesting there's no running water, just due to the fact that just about everybody needs running water, or some way they cleanse the water to make it drinkable.
I mean, I feel like they make do here with the walking water.
As long as it's not standing still, it's good.
Mm.
Once it becomes stagnant, you gotta worry about leeches and all sorts of interesting critters.
Mhm.
Okay, we can go down below now.
Okay. All right. Who is operating the elevator?
One of them doesn't know how to.
None of them really seem to know.
Didn't you guys use it to go up and down, or did you guys just use it once?
I mean, no one really used it to go up and down. They all came out at different times, but it was always available when one of them woke up.
As if it knew.
Reminds me of the movie called The Maze.
The maze.
Mm-hmm.
What is this maze of yours?
It's a movie that had an elevator that would go up, and they would deliver food and supplies to this group of kids.
Mhm.
And one time and every once in a while, just bringing up another kid or something. And it was always boys until the very last one, which was a girl, which threw everything into a dizzy.
Well, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Girls make things difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Usagi say that.
I will let Usagi say that too, just due to the fact that we are surrounded by Amazonian warriors.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Usagi kind of like nudges him. Yeah, we're surrounded.
I'm gonna go take a look at the elevator and see if it's like the lever goes up and down.
Just- I assumed we're already in it. She's just gonna move the switch.
You close it, or do you just hit the switch?
Hit the switch.
Okay, yeah, it goes down.
How fast does it go down?
Depends on how hard Usagi hit the switch.
She's
Huh?
just
How
doing the
hard?
thing.
I just
She went
wanted.
I assume it was like this. She just does it about half.
Okay.
Does she have to hold it there?
I mean, she can let go and it will stay there.
Okay. Okay.
And at half, it's not. Maybe moderately faster than what you would expect a modern elevator to do.
Okay. I was just wondering if she hit fourth round.
Oh, she's not.
No.
She's not Kim. Kim would have.
Because Kim is helpful like that.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, this is a switch. Switches go on to off, or off to on. Sometimes both.
But no, it does start going down, and it probably takes it actually a couple minutes before it comes to another grate, and then it just stops there.
Does it reset it?
No.
Oh, okay. So Usagi will just crank it back up to the middle and go, that's a fascinating device. Shall we take a look around?
I sort of get now why other Cosms added elevator music now. Just kind of boring. It's only a couple minutes. There is no jingle.
Well, next time we come up, we'll let you sing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your funeral. Alright. So, how's the down below look?
All right, so you walk out, and what you walk into looks kind of. It looks very much like a lab. There are beakers and
Chocolate?
burners.
Never mind.
That was a terrible joke, and I am not justifying it.
I'm just saying that was one of the funniest jokes I had seen in SpongeBob. And this is my lab. And then there's a dog barking, and he's like, "And this is like my laboratory." And I'm like, honestly, one of the best jokes. Everything, the rest of the show is garbage, but that's a prime joke right there.
So there's a little guy that's skinny that has two bobbly eyes and a really furry top. His name is Beaker.
No, there's no people in it,
Yeah, there's just dead raptors.
but it is a scientific laboratory of some kind.
Well, that is not something I was expecting to find today, or ever.
I was
Out here.
kind of expecting that.
So was
How
I.
are you expecting that?
Oh,
They look the
because
same.
You don't know about Marion.
I don't. Well, I kind of know. I know a little bit, but like, why is she so important? What happened?
So, hundreds of years ago, when you were young, Marion had this scheme. She wanted to fight the High Lords all on her own. 'Cause
Okay.
She didn't trust,
The Delphi Council?
she didn't trust the Delphi Council to do it. Because she thinks they're untrustworthy. So, in her quest to do it, she decided to make clones of herself. And went through some horrible experimentation to finally get to work. And then these clones were also infused with energies from other realities.
How did she do that?
Weird science.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Probably based on the.
You could have said that she's from our realm.
I could have, but that would have ruined the story.
Ah, okay.
But it's probably based something similar to Dr. Mobius's reality bombs, just changing what reality they produce.
That's fascinating.
I don't know.
And she was able to create, well, looks like a bunch.
Well, yeah, that's been the thing, is that, see, we thought we were timely with this, and apparently they're just everywhere. Like, you met the tribe upstairs, because I assume they stayed upstairs.
Yeah.
You met the tribe upstairs.
Yeah.
There's been
Well, there's also Mary,
one in
the American. She's still with us, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary here.
Mary Rockwell.
She's
like, "Yep, I'm one of them."
Then so far there's been at least
They've
one
mentioned several others.
Yeah.
In
I know they've
every
mentioned several
cosm.
others.
With the original, as far as we know, dying horrifically in the train car.
Just in a train car.
Do you
Remind me to
know
know-
what killed her?
Remind me to never get in trains again.
Um,
It was a demon, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
No, it was
I think it was
It was a Ravager.
Ravagon.
Ravagon.
Yeah. And so,
What the crap is a Ravagon? Do I know what a Ravagon is? Does Usagi know what a Ravagon is?
Well, not science. It would be a mind.
Scholar?
Scholar would work.
Okay, that's an excellent roll.
Okay.
That's a... Math is going out the window.
just about
That's a 13. Would a 16 make a difference?
Yes.
Okay.
In this case.
I'm going to play action and make that a 16.
Okay. So you have actually heard of Ravagons.
Okay. What have I heard?
You know that They are not native to the Nile Empire.
Okay.
They are only Orosh.
Okay.
They are hunters and survival of the fittest very heavily, to the point where they kill any of their own that are not reality rated at birth.
Okay.
You know that they are a kind of pterodactyl humanoid creature
Okay.
with 6 limbs, not 4.
Okay.
And they kind of
2
delight in
wings,
torture. 2
2
wings,
arms, 2
arms,
legs.
2 legs.
Okay. Traditional dragon-esque, then,
Yeah,
not like a
more
wyvern.
dragon-esque.
Okay.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. What were you gonna say?
But yeah, they are very martial, very warrior spirit, and sadistic as all hell. And very loyal to the God Man.
Did you fight this thing?
I believe we fought one later in Pan Pacifica. After we had finally escaped Orosh.
Did we?
Never actually found the killer on the train that was stalking everyone. We got to the next stop and called it good. I'm not very good at figuring out who done it.
Understandable. That sounds like a nightmare.
It was.
Sounds like that might have taken months to resolve.
It might have.
Actually only took a couple weeks.
It just felt like
Took us months.
Took us months.
Years in
Because
our
I
heart.
was really trying to get you guys to actively investigate something.
Yes.
And you were, no, we are leaving.
And
So I had to be like, okay, week of horror and pain coming up.
I have learned in my most recent playing that opening the door, finding something unspeakable inside, and a very appropriate action is to shut the door and walk away. It has worked for the last 3 games I've played.
Eventually, you're going to have to go to Oroch and do
No,
stuff.
I am aware. I am aware.
but anyway,
When we
So-
get there, we're hiring a car. We're not taking no stupid train.
but it's us, so she will probably show up somehow. I mean,
Wait,
frankly,
She was killed in Orosh on a train by this Ravagon thing.
yeah.
I mean, did you find a body?
No, not really, and that was kind of the thing.
What do you mean? There was a body all
Well,
over
there was
the
a
place.
body. Parts of a body.
When I think of a body, I think of there's a recognizable person.
Oh, there was a
thing.
recognizable corpse.
I never saw it. All I heard was from
Zed.
Zed,
Zeh.
who, like as I recall, was in the room when the train derailed or stopped suddenly.
Oh, you
His
were all
shield
examining
went
that.
off, and he just came back with a bowl full of body parts. That's what I remember. And he said, "Found Marion. She may be dead." So, it may have started out as a body. It didn't end up as a body.
Okay. Well,
I don't
that's
remember that part, but okay.
well. Without the amount of clones she's made, there's no guarantee that she's not out there. That she's not out there. Not out there. Is that correct English?
Probably.
The correct way is saying it is she's out there.
Yes.
There's also the Nile law that you don't truly die.
Well, I mean,
Exactly. She is reality rated.
Yep.
She cannot stay dead.
not as long as Africa needs her.
So the best bet is if we happen to find her again, lock her away. We're in a really, really dark, deep hole.
Why didn't you guys do that the first time?
Well,
We tried.
we tried to get her out, and things didn't go our way. like she was very willing because we were she and the rest of us were assailed by a bunch of monkeys, and um,
Sounds like the
we
next time
had
you
to-
guys go, you go with a reality-rated pilot in an airplane.
we had enough of that reality. Rorschach's a terrible place. Um, we'll go to a nice, safe reality like Tharkle. Um,
I'm gonna have fun with Darkle now.
Oh, I'm gonna love
Oh,
Usagi
I'm
and
going
Tharkle.
to love
She's the social one. She's like, oh,
doing-
let's have this conversation.
horrific things to you in Tharkold
and
because I have books on monsters in Tharkold that I can reverse engineer to eternity levels.
but so she was very tired of it. We were all tired of it.
I'm gonna tell you this: Saigons are a thing in Tharkold.
Yep. Okay, well,
That works
let's take a
very
look
well.
at these
Not knowing what they
these
You're
see if
sort of
there's
like,
any more.
Wait, what?
Let's see if we can see if there's any more Tribe of the One Face down here. How big does it seem to just kind of go on and on?
Well, no, it's a good-sized room, but it's very clearly a lab.
Are
I
there
mean, it's like about the size of a high school science lab.
okay? Are there doors out of the room?
There is another door out of the room.
Okay, definitely.
Does it look like there is like a pod or something that's big enough for somebody to step in?
Not in here.
Yeah. So we head to the other door and go through it.
Okay, so you go through the other door.
Roll 10d6.
And,
I have my hockey stick out.
oh, I will roll the 10d6 myself, thank you.
Roll a fort save.
You don't have
I used to do that to my players when we were in a horror campaign. Guy's like, let me play the piano. I'm like, okay. He's playing the piano. I'm like, roll a reflex save. And he just started screaming. And I was like, no, I'm just messing with you. He's like, don't do that again.
You stop playing the piano that keeps playing.
Yeah, it did.
Well, if you remember in Chill,
Yeah.
because that was the ghost playing the piano.
Okay. So what is in this next room?
You said roll 10d6. I'm rolling 10d6.
I told him to roll 10d6, not you to roll 10d6.
You said roll 10d6.
And I was looking at Brian.
It doesn't matter.
So why is he rolling 10d6?
He is now trying to get back at me for saying something.
If you donate 200 bits, you can find out why he rolled 10.
I need
then.
one more d6.
If you donate 90,000 bits, we'll start including a GM dice camera.
Ooh, not a bad one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is oddly specific.
Okay.
The answer to the life, the universe, and everything.
Good.
I find that fascinating that I rolled 10d6 and that is the number I got.
42 is a pretty good. Oh, that's way above average.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is why you start rolling bones and foretelling futures.
So
Okay, so 42 is the number for tonight.
what does the room behind the door
Okay,
look
so
like?
this room, it looks like a lot of weird machinery.
Okay. How big is the room? I cast fireball.
You can't really see.
Oh, okay.
Because there is so much machinery in it.
Okay.
And so many tubes and stuff running, and it seems to be active.
So try to find some of these pods that Wade has mentioned.
I mean, there does seem to be kind of a corridor through all the stuff.
Okay. Follow it down.
You start following. It does actually get about halfway, and you realize that with everything there is, it provides enough of an optic illusion that you didn't notice that it actually splits until you get there.
Oh, crap.
So you get to a four-way junction, and you're like,
I didn't bring
And
any chalk.
like I said, it's just, it looks like, wow, this was an optical illusion until we got right here. Because it looked like a corridor. It wasn't, it's not a huge room. Now that you can see all ways. But there is, like I said, a lot of machinery.
Head
There's
down.
bubbling, gurgling.
I head down in a straight line from the door, so
Okay.
not changing our direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Luna stay right here, at the thingy.
Four-way?
Yeah, the junction is what you said. I was just trying to remember what the word you said.
Yeah, the junction. Four-way junction. Okay. So you go to it. There is a door, obviously.
Do we want to check out the rest of this room, or do we want to try this door?
Eh,
How far away is Luna?
About 20 feet.
Okay, not too far.
It's like I said. It's very optically illusioning.
Yeah, that's why I'm using her for distance. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, instead of having to, like, well, is it there or was it there? I have a solid point. So,
Yeah,
Is
it's
there
about
anything
20.
written on the door?
No, there is nothing. You have not seen anything written.
Or on a door plate?
Well, you
or
have
anything?
seen things written, but you haven't examined them closely.
Anything like on a door plate?
But no,
says,
there is nothing on the door. No door plate.
probably just a bathroom. Let's just go see what's.
oh, and you're like, oh, it was the bathroom. Okay, and Usagi will just like kind of like throw the door open and just stay at
Okay,
That's how also
so you open this room up, and looks like some kind of observation bay. So it's not a big room, but it's got a big glass window.
Usagi's like, I got a bad feeling about this, and steps into and looks out the bay.
Okay, and she
Bam,
gets
ba,
a.
ba, ba, bam. The clones are just walking through, just like picking up their armor and stuff.
This is
We
not
won.
that.
We won the first battle. The dark side is lifted. The Clone Wars have begun. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. Continue.
That is a fair assessment. Though, of
It's just
what
like
you
I'm
were
like,
saying.
oh my gosh, it's Miles.
No, it is not miles, but it is large. And you do see many tanks.
Can I try to see if I can tell if there's anything in those tanks, or like
Yeah,
get
find.
a faint number of
Yeah.
what it is?
Find.
That's been a
Find out
possibility. on
which tanks, cannony tanks, or filled with stuff tanks.
Once I get a number from him, I'll answer.
that. Okay. I don't like that number, but I'm gonna have to go with it.
Do you want to trade me card?
Yes, and I want you to play this card. Would a 19 make a difference? That's not a good. That's not a. Don't answer that real quick. I'm at a 13. Will a 16 make a difference?
Yes. In this case, I will say yes.
Will a 19 make more of a difference? No. Okay. Keep it. I play another action for 16 total.
Okay. So you are able to get a reasonable, fairly accurate count because it's laid out in an orderly fashion.
Yeah.
And you come up with there's probably about 100 tanks in there.
That's a lot.
It is.
Oh. Are any of them? Can I tell if there's anything in there?
It looks like there's one near the back that might be active.
Let's go see.
Guys.
And Wade's like, well, there's a door. And
Let go.
starts walking through it.
Mary, are you doing okay?
She's like, huh? Mass production.
You want to go meet your sister?
It's good to time is in.
Man, all I got now is the Clone Wars song stuck in my head.
That's your own
It's
fault.
just playing in the background.
Duel of the Fates.
No, not Duel of the
No,
Fates. That's episode 1.
clones.
The Clone War. Like, it's the very fanfare when they're all like.
It's not the Imperial March, but very
It's close. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the March of the Clones or something like that. I don't know the title of the song. It's like, if you were to watch them in order, this would be the first time you hear the dun 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 dun, the Imperial March. That's probably what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a modified version of it.
It's in a different key.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds different.
But it's very much the Imperial March. And it's when Obi-Wan and the Camino are looking over him, and the guy's like, magnificent, aren't they?
Well, I'm thinking at the end of episode 2 when
They're
they like,
loading up into ships.
yeah, Yoda is like, I understand what's gone on. We're in a war now, and then it just does the massive scope where there's just hundreds of thousands, and they're all getting in their acclimators and heading off. You're like, this is bad.
It's also pretty badass.
Yeah, fantastic. Half of those were live people. Everybody that assaulted the Jedi Temple was an actual person. The local 501st.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the third one? The third
Yes.
movie?
Yeah, in the third film,
Yeah.
but also there was a lot of 501st in the second as well.
Oh yeah, the 501st was all too happy to be like, oh, you want Stormtrooper extras? We're in.
It's kind of like what happened in the movie Gettysburg.
You want to get closer to that microphone, Bo?
Oh
No.
yeah.
Like, move your chair closer.
Kind of like what happened in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of.
Yeah, why not tap the
recreationists.
resources
We have a bunch of people that are in period costume.
that know
Wanna play?
how to put them on, too?
And they
and
brought
have
their own
probably
cannons.
done them using period methods.
And brought their own cannons.
Yeah.
Brought their own cannons and muskets and powder.
Okay. So, does Wade find a door? Is that what?
Oh yeah, he's like, okay. He sees a door and opens it. Looks like a stairway down, and he starts heading down. Because that's what I got from what Fred said. Is
That's
that
pretty much
accurate?
what I did.
Okay.
It says like, oh,
It's very
Yeah.
50,000 more units on the way. Good night, man.
I also want to double check to make sure the other ones are not active. So in other words, we go down, it doesn't self-replicate.
Okay, so once you go down, you're kind of looking at them,
Yeah.
and most of them seem filled with liquid, but nothing in them. Liquid with kind of hanging tubes.
Okay, and there's are there any lights indicating like red and green lights on them?
There are lights at the base. Most of them appear to be off.
Okay.
Well, all of them appear to be off.
Okay.
The ones in the tanks that have nothing in them, they have a red indicator that seems to, if you had to guess, you're guessing it means it's empty.
Or there's something's wrong and needs maintenance.
Yeah, that's what you're getting is, that's probably a warning light saying
interesting.
something's wrong.
No robots. Good so far.
Do we have an issue with the robots?
Well, they might have issues with us if we're here.
Oh, this is very valid. Yeah.
He's seen iRobot. His mom made him watch it once.
Or twice.
Or twice.
Just like, I don't know if I've ever fought a robot before.
Gotta admit, iRobot was actually a good movie.
Oh, yeah, because it's based on the Foundation series, which is fantastic. I didn't know that until afterwards.
Well, all of Isaac Asimov, well, at least 90% of his books seem to have part of the Foundation series in some form. Because when you go to one of the last books he wrote, you found R. Danielle, which was one of the first robotic police in one of his books.
I have some of his anthology, and it's just crazy. He wrote a lot.
Which I thought was kind of interesting.
Isaac Asimov is a good one to use for things like Tharcold and cyber papacy.
And I just, as I said, I just go down and take a look at it. If any of them have like a whole bunch of green lights on the bottom, I'll look inside the tank and see if there's like something growing in it or something.
Okay, so you're kind of doing this systematically.
Yes.
Give me a find then.
You're watching it, aren't you?
Yeah. And to make sure it doesn't come for us.
Right. It started over there, and we've just watched it just me.
Now it's in a corner.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to jump at Casey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 13.
That's Dr. Zim. That's
that's
Professor Zim's brain bug, if ever I saw one.
You said fine.
Professor Zim?
Yeah.
So that'd
Alternate
be a
reality.
17.
Ooh, 17's pretty good.
Okay, 17. So you feel like you've done a pretty thorough search by the time you get to the one active tank, and you don't find anything.
Okay. And the tank that's filled and has, we think, somebody in it, how complete is it?
How complete is it?
In other words, how close to it to opening up?
Maturation.
Maturation.
yeah.
That's what you're asking. Okay, so give me a science.
Can that be used untrained?
I have scholar. I don't have science.
I will let you use scholar, but I am going to apply a -2 penalty to that.
That's fine. My scholar sucks.
But at least you're trained in it.
Yes. That's 13 on the dice.
That's 1.
1. So that would be an 8. -2 would be a 6. Let me see if I have something that I can use to.
Oh,
There's
you're
that.
going to need significantly more. Because if that's
Do you
at
want a second
-2,
chance?
that's a 6.
I think the only way for me to do it would to actually spend a possibility to see if I can get exploding dice.
Also, you can use science untrained.
Yeah, you can. That's what I was thinking. Thank you. Okay.
That's a good start.
Okay.
So that is a 16 plus 20,
It's 49,
49
which is a plus 13,
plus 13.
which makes it a 19.
Yep.
With the penalty.
Okay, a 19.
Sorry, I'm just doing quick math.
Okay.
Because
So
he has
13 plus
he has an 8, so that makes it a 21.
21
minus 2, 19.
19. Okay. Yeah. It looks like any time.
Okay. Well, this one looks like she's about ready. It's obviously a female, right?
Yes, obviously female.
I'm going to ask a weird question, and I don't want to be judged for it.
Okay.
Are they naked?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm judging you.
Judging.
Judge
It's
Dredd.
a fair question, and I can only come up with the answer that yes, they are obviously naked because you come into this world naked.
Yeah. And then I'm like,
grow
don't
them
look,
into
don't look.
clothes.
Give her some privacy.
Oh,
Well-
you went down? I'm still in the observation area.
Oh,
going.
okay.
I'm like, well, look at him go.
Like,
looking
no, I was
through
like,
all
I was
those.
like, Mary, you want to come with me? And I was like, yeah. We went down there. I'm like, look away, look away.
It's like I've seen it before.
No, you haven't. That's new.
Seen it before.
Mary's like, eh.
And I'm looking to see if I can find something that says open now or something to actually activate it and drain the tank and let her out?
Mary, do you remember being in a pod like this?
No.
How were you awoken? Did you meet the original?
No.
Hmm.
Let's see. Find will work, science will work, scholar will work. Scholar will take a -2, find will be a -4.
Find it is. Not with that.
I rolled a 2.
Do you want a second chance?
Well, you can do a second chance if you want.
I'm already at a huge penalties.
Oh,
And
Mary's doing pretty good.
Mary might get it.
Damn it, Jim. It's only a +1. If someone boosted her slightly, she could get it.
I got a supporter for a +3.
Okay, that would be enough for her to actually find it. And so Mary's like, oh, yeah, I think it's this button. And as she says that, a light right above that button blinks on.
That's not ominous.
She's like, I think this bun is done cooking. And she flicks the switch.
I want to go see if I can find some clothes.
Yeah, go do that. Go do that.
I turn around and do like a about face walk away.
Okay.
And take a look and see if I can find.
Like a towel or something.
Okay.
One of those hospital gowns, you know, the ones that you don't realize open in the back.
The Killian Murphy. 28 days later.
I thought there would have been clothes nearby. But maybe they're somewhere else in the facility.
That's what I was thinking. They might be somewhere else if they're not here. And I just wonder if she's gonna be core Earth, or if she's gonna be Nile, or if she's gonna be here, or how it decides which cosm.
Yeah, make a cyber papacy one. Anyway.
Steps out as a holy priest. Got the laser eye. We are the cyber papacy. Resistance is futile. Like, dang.
I didn't know the Borg was here. I mean,
We're just like, we're not brainwashed. We're just religious.
Oh, that's a stab right there.
That is a stab. Wow. Brian,
What?
that was low.
It was low. I was just like, with the way. I'm like Jeremiah compared the cyber papist priest to a Borg cube, so.
I mean, have you read the book? It's pretty intense.
All right.
I tried to avoid Star Trek books for some reason.
No, I'm talking about the cyber papacy book.
Oh, no.
The cyber papist.
Oh yeah, that one's like, oh.
Oddly, I don't know why.
Basically, everybody gets chromed. Everybody gets chromed.
Yep.
Except for the naturalists and their heretics.
Uh-huh. It's very much Omnissiah vibes, but to a degree above the Omnissiah.
So my question is, what do you mean by chromed?
Flesh is weak, replace it.
Yeah. With augments.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically, they're the only cosm with cybernetics. They're not the only one with augments. The only one with cybernetics. The other one with augments is Tharcold.
Pan Pacifica has augments.
Mm-hmm.
They have bio.
They didn't in the beginning. That's my fault. That's my fault.
And it's understandable because, yes, they didn't in the beginning. The sister used the law of acquisition to get bio.
yeah, from Tharcold, right?
I don't think it said where she got it.
Okay.
She just used it to say, hey, we can do bio implants
Okay.
or bio upgrades.
Yeah, because they do gene modification.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do
gene
gene
mods.
mods.
Because Zed has some.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. And that's the thing, is if he's not in Pan Pacifica or Nile, he is always rule of 4.
Yeah. Not having a good time, buddy.
I like to think he just
'Kay.
stuck down to meet his elven girlfriend from
Does-
way back when.
Wade find some clothes?
Yeah. Forgot. That's a good question. Wade, where are you going?
I'm just looking around carefully.
That
And
doesn't
then,
answer the question in any meaningful way.
I'm still looking around in the bottom level. I haven't gone back up.
Okay.
I'm looking to see if there's another.
You're looking around, and
I'm looking around down here and see if
there
there's
is
another door.
No, there is no doors out except for the one you came in.
Okay. I take a couple of minutes to look around, then I head back up and then say, hey, does anybody have some extra pair of clothes? If
I'd bring any with me.
And then I'll start just looking around on that floor for some clothes.
While he's doing that, I assume she kind of like comes out of the warm liquid goo phase, like Austin
Yeah.
Powers.
Yeah.
I kind of like help her up. Hello, are you aware yet?
Give me a find first.
Rips out my throat. A 9.
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. Mary does not have find.
It's okay, neither do I.
That's wonderful. So 9. 9?
9.
Yeah, you do actually notice she has cyber implants.
Oh, F me. I said it as a joke. In case he's like, I'm writing it down.
That was the plan already. I was like, I want to say something, but I'm not spoiling that.
Jeremiah is psychic.
I thought it was Brian that said the cyber papacy.
No.
But I heard cyber papacy. And
No, I said she came out looking like the Borg from the like cyber papacy kind of thing.
She doesn't, but she definitely has cybernetics.
Well, that's weird looking. Mary, do you know what the heck that is?
Let's see. Oh, she has evidence analysis and computers. So
What part of her is chromed?
I haven't figured that out.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. She's chromed. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. In all honesty, I wasn't entirely... I didn't know I was going to do her
That's fine.
until I got here, and then I'm like, yeah, that's what they found. So, evidence analysis. She will use one of her possibilities. Because, good God. Really? A 4 at this moment in time? Well, that's a 10.
14 plus 1. Oh, it was a 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a 10. 25, 29. That is a 9.
That's pretty good.
What was the question?
What is that with the chrome? The augment.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I keep calling it chrome because I play a lot of Cyberpunk.
I understand. And I know what you mean by Chrome.
I've been meaning to buy the new Cyberpunk book.
So, anyway, no, you are... Mary is very much like, I'm pretty sure that's cybernetics.
What the heck is that?
Look around.
this is weird science. I get that. I have no freaking clue what that is.
No, look around. That's what Mary is saying. No, look around.
Okay.
And she starts actually, she's like looking over the tank and actually like, okay, and that goes. She seems to be trying to follow the cables underneath and tubes underneath.
I'm going to play a possibility because she is telling me.
And she just gets completely lost with that.
So 12.
Wade left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wade left. This person is lying kind of unconscious on the floor right now.
10s always explode, right? 20s don't?
Hands always explode.
That's 9. I have a 16 find.
Okay, so you are looking at this and you notice that there is one large kind of bluish cable that is going a different direction than all of the others. And you start following it, and it goes underneath the wall behind. And you realize you could probably pull up the grate and maybe squeeze down inside there and look behind.
I'll do that. Sounds like a bad idea, but I'll do that.
It does. Hold on.
The other Avagon is there.
But okay, Fred, I'm gonna need you to get in that drawer and find the cyber papacy book, please.
It's purple. No, you'll find it. It's purple.
Yeah, it's very purple.
Yeah, you'll
It'll
have to-
be on this side.
You'll have to move the chair.
Yeah, I can't move the chair. Is why I'm not looking.
Yeah.
It's over here. I think that's it on top. No, that's a GM screen. It is on top.
And
for
it's
the
a
bugs.
lovely purple. The colors they chose were good. Who am I?
You're just showing them the book.
Oh, okay.
Give me the book.
I was trying to figure out if I was going to do Tuscan Raider or Vanna White, and Tuscan Raider always wins. Tell you what, that is a very noisy street.
It is.
Holy crap. I don't think it's getting caught on any of the mics, and I love that.
I was just telling Casey that because of our baffles, I forgot we lived by the ocean.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense why there's so much traffic at like 8 o'clock at night on Main Street.
It's Logan.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Everybody should not be at this part of town.
It's because we're so cool.
I guess. Come party with us, guys.
Logan's become very, very busy.
I mean, yes. Despite what they think.
Yeah, I'd much rather almost be in. No, Ogden still works.
Well, in a couple months we'll be in Hiram.
Yes.
It'll be a lot quieter out there.
Yeah.
There'll be no traffic except for
And
construction.
A longer drive.
Yeah.
And we'll be chained to the walls, unable to escape.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
You mind if I get a water, please?
You know what? I think we're gonna go and take a quick break. And
Okay.
We will come back.
What time?
So at 8:10.
8:10 is fantastic.
All right, and we are back with
Yay.
Torg Eternity. So
Big old cardboard box behind Fred.
our Storm Knights have discovered another clone. This trope's getting kind of old.
I mean,
Not fun.
it's fascinating that it's just that Kim decided to have a contest with someone and then is like, oh, hey, that lady's bad. And then everything has happened since.
It's true.
It's the most intense plot hook ever. We're at a buffet. Bad lady walks in. Kill her. Nope. Sure. Benny Hill hijinks ensue.
It's kind of true.
I think my next character, if I were to make another character, would be the red green.
Oh, red green is fantastic. How would you stat him?
I think core earth, and if there was a luck one, I would. But I would. Most of it would. He would still mainly be mined, I think.
Like, Fred, I'm gonna stick the microphone up your hoodie. Just be like, it can't escape you.
Nah, can't do that. Then people might actually hear me, and people might expect me to actually talk.
They'll be like, no, he's in charge.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
let's-
climbing into this grate.
You are climbing into this grate. Fred, you are back upstairs. Where are you going first?
I probably will say. She's
Luna
still-
just like looks at you.
Yes. So I gotta go look for some clothes. We found another try with the same face.
Clone.
Yeah, I found another clone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. They were kind of being bashful for her, so because she didn't have any clothes, so I'm gonna go look for clothes.
That makes sense. They should at least have some dignity.
Yes,
Alright, well,
I'm gonna see if I can find some clothes, and I'm gonna probably go out to the junction
Mm-hmm.
and take a left
Okay.
because we always go to the left in the mazes.
and
That's because I have trained you really well.
I'll follow Wade for this, because 2 eyes are better than 4.
Just like Luna's just like sitting there like a traditional Egyptian statue like of Bast, and her tail's just like looking at you
gonna-
quizzically like, what the crap is going on?
She's gonna hit a switch and just activate something, I just know it.
Well, she is a cat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go left.
Yes. So like we're heading towards the elevator, but it's just not going
know which
to
way.
go left.
I know which way you're going.
He's going stage right.
Mm-hmm.
Stage left.
Stage left is the other direction.
Malthusian up. We'll just
We don't
make up
talk about
directions.
Malthus. We don't talk about Malthus.
I could make up directions too, Miss Stage Right.
I find it extremely funny that we have a Malthusian. No, it's Melosian auto. Malthus is a philosopher, theologian, psychologist guy who was like, "Hey, there's too many people on this earth. We need to kill half of them."
I thought that was Thanos.
No, he came up with it before Thanos did.
I thought Malthus, he was the one who came up with, like, you pay people, poor people, the very minimum amount, and they will slowly starve to death, which
That
is
is
great.
technically a communistic idea, which is not Malthus.
I thought that was him. Because I thought he was.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I forgot
have
what
no
it was
idea.
called, but it's won't pay. You pay people like starvation wages, and
That's why we're going left.
yeah.
No, Malthus is I was correct. Malthus is the one who's like, the food supply will die out. And he was like, this was like late 1700s. He's like, there's too many people here. The food won't support us. Anytime people go, oh, there's too many people, overpopulation, they all point back to him and they're all wrong. They've been proven wrong time and time again. It's a sticking point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I hate him.
I'm always just like, who was it? Swift, who was like, we could just eat poor people.
Taylor Swift?
No, like
No, Jonathan
Swift.
Swift.
Oh,
Jonathan
yeah.
He wrote that essay like, oh yeah,
It
we
was
can.
parody.
It was a parody.
The whole thing was parody, but yes, that is Jonathan
He was
Swift
like-
talking about
This is how we
The Irish.
solve.
Oh, yeah.
this is how we solve hunger in Ireland. We eat babies.
And
The whole thing was a parody. But yeah, Jonathan Swift.
And so, but part of me is like, whenever I hear people go, those evil cows making all that methane, and I'm like, I think there's another animal that covers this earth that makes a lot more methane, but we won't talk about that animal.
I know I produce way more methane than a normal cow does.
Okay.
But then we get into the Thanos thing, and we're like,
And
"Ah."
we're way off topic.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
all right, Fred, you go through this door,
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
and you effectively find what looks like a large locker area.
It's not what I thought you were about to say.
I was about to say changing, and then I'm like, no, that's the wrong
I
thing.
thought you were about to say chainmail bikini, and I was like, oh, we're going that way.
No.
Okay, I'll start looking through some of the lockers and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're looking through lockers, and eventually, yeah, you do come up with what looks like a set of clothes.
Awesome. I'm surprised I haven't rotted away.
The reality rated clothes.
No, they're
Just
not in living lands.
yeah.
Sorry, I suddenly thought of like a Thanos type villain going, what do you mean there's 7 realities around here and I gotta kill half of them in each of them?
Oh, oh man, that'd be.
I got my work cut out, boys. We're like, we don't mind if you kill all of them in the Rorsch, but good luck with that. Like, a good third of them need true deaths. So your fanciest glove ain't gonna cut
Honestly, killing 2/3 and leaving a third in Orosh might be a valuable solution.
That would be the worst one, because all the ones who would be left would be the ones.
Well, there's no more hope, and then it collapses in upon itself. There's no more reality.
Maybe. I don't know. It was just like, it was just funny to think.
Honestly, I kind of want to steal some reality bombs from Dr. Mobius and nuke Orosh into the Nile.
I assume that's what the Gospogs are for.
I think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to submit a report. I'm a beta. I can do those things.
Well, I grab those clothes and I start heading back to where.
Okay.
Luna's just trying to figure out why Usagi's not with you guys.
I'm just waiting for her to use her words.
She can't talk to you guys.
I don't know that. Thought she'd been talking this whole time.
Well, Vrat isn't here.
No, that's true.
Vrat is my ranger gnome that can now talk to every animal.
That's good.
Which, interesting enough, we learned in Extinction Curse that bullets, the land sharks, those are just animals.
I was totally like, he can talk to bullets, not, and I'm like, why? That's a weird thing. Like, is the artificer just going like, help us? Sorry.
And I was just like, they're regular animals in second edition. And I'm like, that's so.
Are they aberrations in first?
I thought
Are
they
they
were
magical
like
monsters?
a magical experiment.
I think they're
something.
still just
They
animals,
could
even in
be
first.
animals, but I can't remember.
They're
now.
it's just like
I think
it's a naturally occurring creature that because there is magic,
Just happens to be
it
able to
happens
function.
to be something that affects these.
Yeah, bullets.
The whole part
Land
of the
sharks.
the conspiracy about them being created is because they're like, they don't like elves. they don't think elves taste good. And so they're like, their creator must have been an elf. Like, this is like a safeguard they put in. And I'm like, no one who would make a land shark is that smart. So.
No, in fact, it'd probably be the opposite. Because
Made by orcs.
You'd want to use it to exterminate the people you don't like. Anyway, let's.
They got clothes.
He got clothes.
What do you want me to
You
do?
actually are able to wiggle through. I mean, it's a little dirty, but not like terrible.
It's okay. It doesn't show on me.
And you find a small chamber. And the wire is going to this strange. You're not sure what it is. But inside you see some weird thing.
What does it look like?
Give me a. What do you got?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Reality? Survival?
Nope.
Persuasion?
Nope.
Dodge?
Mind. Go with mind.
Nope. I am dropping that last one. 15 plus 9 is 24. 15 total.
15 total. You're looking at it really, really, really hard, and it vaguely, kind of, sort of, maybe is some kind of small caliber gun.
And it's not in the liquid, right?
No, but
No.
it is in some kind of field. And there is another thing connected to this device that it's in.
Okay.
It looks like, what is that stuff they use for the bombs? Reality bombs?
No,
Eternium shards?
Eternium, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. It looks like a Eternium shard. Decent sized one,
Well,
too.
I know what Eternium shards look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's a decent sized one.
That's what Zed used to power his.
Yeah.
Zed used it for
Shards,
his,
but like this thing looks like a freaking crystal based on his description.
It's about that big.
Okay. Sorry.
Way bigger than what Zed had.
Yeah. He had like slivers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big crystal.
It is a big crystal.
I know Eternium shards. I don't know the weapon. Can I make a basic guess that the Eternium shard is the powering device, but can I tell if whether or not it's powering the entire facility or just this particular branch?
Science. Or scholar, or mind.
We're going to do mind. Yeah, it's cocked. Thank freaking goodness. Discarding Nemesis. For the possibility that I'm going to spend it. Because I'm the only one here. And it's a mind check, which means it always explodes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 33. 46.
13.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking 46 would need
14.
a 14.
Can make 16.
Yeah. I feel like this is an important thing, and so I'm going to expend a hero card.
Okay.
That will do it.
We'll do it.
That's a 65.
Yep.
Do you have it? Okay.
I am playing hero.
No.
Glory.
Glory.
I don't have a glory.
Anybody have a glory?
Nope. A second there, I thought I had a hero, and I'm like, nope, that's not it.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we had that. That's totally fine.
It's
Well, either way, it still technically is a glory roll. It's just not a glory happening. 65, which is 16.
Yep.
That's 23.
Okay, so looking at all of this Eternium shard. There are too many words that
Yeah,
are used
buddy.
in too many games. That
And
are
it's always that
very
Aegean garbage. AE.
So, no, this Ethereum shard is not powering the whole facility.
Just this
What
section.
it's doing is specifically with this.
Okay, and is it like look, based on my understanding, it sounds like the shard is pumping Nile energy into the weapon and then converting it, because I have to assume that the weapon is not the Nile. It is probably a good guess cyber papacy, and that's funneling to essentially it's a matter energy converter.
Wouldn't call it that.
Okay, but she takes the weapon and then she takes the shard
Okay.
and
But it-
crawls back out.
Would it have been better to take the shard than the weapon? Because the weapon was in he said, some kind of field.
That's valid. Can I try to take the weapon first?
You can.
Okay.
I would say you take 2 shock.
Oh, nope.
Grabbing it.
Whoop.
You take the 2 shock anyway.
Yeah, no. I take the 2 shock. I'm just like you're like, no, don't like that. Boom, boom. Okay, and I crawl back through.
Yeah, order of operations matter.
I'm a manga character, man.
I played too much BattleTech when I was younger. Oh, did you hear about what's going on with the BattleTech?
Not all of it.
They're giving everybody a salvage box of Savannah Masters with every order,
Okay.
which is, and they'll have 4 Savannah Masters in the box.
Because Savannah Master has probably the greatest BattleTech story there is.
What is it?
So, basically, they were doing military trials for new vehicles. And it was basically light hover tanks. People were bringing their light hover tanks in, and they were putting it up against a light mech called a Locust. This guy shows up in his tank, that his company, he's the CEO of this.
It's like a 5 or 10 ton hovercraft,
It's a hover tank, a light hover tank.
and only has a medium laser on it.
Okay.
Let me finish the story.
I just
Fred.
wanted to explain. What
Yeah, because I don't know half these
Okay,
words.
yeah. It's a light tank.
'Kay.
It's a hover tank.
Okay.
It's going up against a light mech.
Okay.
So he literally didn't even have a name when he brought it onto the field
Okay.
to call it anything. He went in and he was beating this mech over and over and over again.
and
the
started
chick
taunting him.
piloting it got mad, overrode the safeties on her weapons and turned them hot, shot him. He bugged out, overrode the safeties on his weapons, came back, and took out her mech. Didn't
Oh.
kill her, but took out her mech. Now, I don't remember her full name, but as the guy climbs out of his tank, he looks over at the generals and says, "So, how'd you like my Savannah Master?" Because her name was Savannah.
I can imagine.
The main stick with the Savannah Master, it's fast.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, it's fast.
It's the
yeah.
fastest vehicle in BattleTech.
Which is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal because it makes it really hard to hit, and it only has a medium laser on it, which means it has to get somewhat close to whatever it's shooting at.
I mean, it's not machine gun levels of close.
Yeah, not that close, but it's still pretty close.
It's close.
Medium
It's
range.
within range of just about every other weapon in the game. Small laser and machine guns and flamers are about the only thing that won't reach it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah, but it's
But in BattleTech, I was doing an alpha strike, and I was reduced all the way down to my light mech. That's the only mech I had left. There were three other people playing. And what I had done, I took the elite pilots, so I had the smallest mechs because of points. They all had like veteran and normal pilots, and they were all new players, so they didn't really understand BattleTech. But this person had their medium mech left, and they were going after my light mech, and I'm like,
She's gonna run around circles in you.
I'm gonna run around, and that's what I did. I ran around to the back, shot them. They had to, I won initiative every time, so they had to move, and so I ran around to the back and shot them. And I took basically a medium mech that was literally twice my tonnage, and I took it out of the game, and then I ran off.
I would do the same thing, yeah.
Because everyone else had like heavy and assault mechs, and I'm like, not dealing with those.
yeah, and that's just one of the funniest things about it.
But yeah, it was like a hunchback. I did that too,
Mhm.
and like I had, I think it wasn't a Jenner. It wasn't a commando. It wasn't a Jenner. It wasn't a locust. I can't remember what I had.
Commando?
Still, no, it wasn't a humanoid one. It was one of the chicken walkers, so more like a locust or a Jenner, but it wasn't one of those two.
Okay, so he has the clothes. I have the gun and the shard. I climb out. Do we meet back at the same time, roughly?
No, you will get back much before.
Okay. Well, I have these things. This I'm recognizing. This I don't. You there? Is she standing? Is the new clone standing?
No.
Kind of help her up.
She's not awake yet.
Oh, she's not awake. Okay. Kind of like, hey, wake up, wakey.
Oh, while I was in there, could I find like a towel, like a robe or something? So maybe we could find her a shower because she's probably covered in goo. Is she covered in goo?
I mean, she's covered in liquid,
Yeah, in some kind
but
of.
it's not like goo.
Warm liquid goo phase.
Yeah, it's probably if you tasted it, it'd probably taste like salt water.
So it's probably in saline solution, which kind of makes sense.
I wouldn't recommend tasting it.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, if someone did, I would say, yeah, it's reminiscent of salt water with a lot of minerals in it. But it's still very liquid. It's not thick.
It's like Bacta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely be something that buoyancy would be easier in it than like salt water or water.
Okay. I don't think I could pick her up.
Probably not. She weighs probably about as much as you do.
Mary, help me pick her up. Kind of just like over shoulder,
Okay.
kind of
And
Take
then
her.
kind of dragging her.
kind of a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she seems a little heavier than you were expecting.
Oh, I can imagine she's got some metal on her. Probably in her too. Underneath her skin.
It's gonna make going through airport security annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know if Storm Knights go through airport security.
Depends
Only
if
if they want to.
Probably only if they go economy or not.
I don't think we have gone to a single like entry point other than that port that one time.
We don't fly very often either. Maybe airports aren't big.
Well, here's the problem. Even if someone is reality rated,
Mm-hmm.
disconnects are really bad.
Yeah. Oh, we did fly with sand. I forgot about that.
So they don't take airplanes over anywhere that doesn't have airplanes.
They don't want to turn into a pterodactyl
Yeah, they don't want it to turn into a pterodactyl or quetzalcoatl
or a dragon.
or a dragon
Or a rock.
or a rock.
Where would it
and
turn into a
cyberpunk-
rock?
ROC.
Oh. Sorry, I'm like, what the crap? Where would it turn into a rock? What realm just goes, we have no technology, it's technology zero, it just is a rock. It falls out of the sky. That's what my brain was on, not the bird.
Well, it's like living lands, yeah. Just turns into a
I
rock.
assume that was
and
the
falls.
Quetzalcoatl.
Well, it could be.
I was following along until you're like, rock, and I'm like, nope. Nope, that's the seven
And yet,
cosm.
Fred also got it. It seemed like Fred got it, I got it, and you're like, rock? Not that kind of rock.
I don't deal with the rock often.
Well, I was thinking about making the rock the national bird of that one island.
Okay.
That hasn't yet shown up.
No.
Okay.
Anyway. So you guys are dragging her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably get about halfway back when Wade shows up with clothes.
Does anybody know what's potentially...
Actually, yeah, you do find a bathrobe. I'll give you that one, Fred.
Does anybody know what's going on with her?
She's probably in the beginning phases of waking up. It's probably going to take her a while to wake up.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
Mary's
know.
like, I was not in a place like this when I woke up.
So,
Well, she won't be in a place like this when she wakes up.
Yeah, so I'm imagining the waking up process is kind of hard on you. Because you're going from absolute dormancy with no knowledge to suddenly you can speak
and walk.
and walk. So I imagine there's a lot going on in that head of hers right now.
So let's not bang it around. And Wade just goes home and picks her. Oh, no. Wade doesn't do that. His strength is only 9.
That's pretty good.
That's better than mine.
Yeah. So Wade goes over, picks her up, and goes, okay,
He's
that's...
like, no. Put the robe on her first.
She goes, yes, mother.
You're dang right.
Or sister. I should call you sister. I think I'm just about the same age as you.
Ni-chan. That's what the book says.
He's going
She
off
is older than you.
He's going...
She
oh,
acts like she's close to the same age.
Oh, so according to this book that I heard
But to
on
be
my
fair,
phone,
they could definitely date.
you need to call her One-san.
Oni-san.
Onisa.
And she R's you when
Oh
you're in
my
trouble.
dear goodness. I'm going to smack you. We're going to Twisted Tea into the face. Holy, that hurt. Don't do that.
But I've been
Oh.
able to do a lot more research about your hero since I've learned internet stuff. Not all of it's been accurate, I've learned.
Yeah. Not a lot is accurate.
But those two things are definitely true.
And despite what they say, 4chan is not a Japanese website.
Oh.
You don't have internet here.
I'm writing a note for later. Like, that's not a real one. Gotta remember that.
Do I keep the shock?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. So we take her back.
Alan, what skills do you have?
Willpower and persuasion, missile and melee weapons, find, fire combat, streetwise, dodge, beast riding, survival, conjuration, apportation, and faith amautism.
How many perks do you have?
Besides the 2, 5.
Oh my gosh. You were a lot more spread around than I am.
Yep.
Did I hear divination in that?
No.
Okay.
That's a smart person thing.
Ah, that's smart.
I heard apportation, though. Is that what you said?
Apportation. Yeah, but that's moving things around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing that right now.
But, yeah,
Wade
divination.
skills. What do you have?
Reality, dodge, find, scholar, streetwise, fire combat, melee combat, missile weapons, unarmed combat, lockpicking, land vehicles, and stealth.
You know what? You give me... Alan, you also had scholar and fire weapons, right?
I didn't have scholar, but I have fire combat.
I
Okay.
also have fire combat.
And scholar?
No.
Wade, give me a scholar check.
That's a 2.
Do you want a second chance at that?
But I can do scholar untrained, so.
I'll do hero.
I am kind
for
of making
this
this
one?
specific that you
Okay.
have to have both.
That makes
Play this possibility as to spend more than one hero. Yeah, I'll play the hero card.
Mystical hand comes just in.
That's why I was asking skills, because it's
Yeah.
kind of a...
That's cocked. Roll again.
Yeah. That's another
Minimum 10.
2. So that's 12.
12-0.
Which was 0. Scholar would that give me a 7.
Yeah, okay.
It looks cool. It looks like something out of Star
It is
Wars.
a gun. You do realize it is a gun.
Star
a very
Wars?
small caliber gun.
Yeah, it looks like a laser gun.
It doesn't look like... It's still a projectile weapon.
Oh.
You know that?
What are Star Wars?
It's a movie you need to go watch. There's only 3 of them.
But yeah, I mean, it couldn't hold a bullet bigger than a 22?
Oh, like a Derringer kind of thing?
Yeah.
But it looks like a rifle.
No.
Oh.
Smaller.
Okay.
No, I'm taking the gun. The gun itself. How big is the gun itself?
Smaller.
Oh.
This big? Because I fired
I
fired a single shot 22 before, and that's...
that big.
Is that what it is, essentially?
It's not even a 22.
Okay.
When I say that big, I mean that's what they replaced to put it in you.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Because
But-
I've shot a single shot
I know.
22, and that was weird.
You're really like, Wade is like, wow. I mean, it's not even a 22 long. It's, I don't know if they have 22 shorts, but it would be about that size.
Well,
It
I've
could
seen.
only hold a single bullet.
Have you ever seen that there is a thing that you could buy? Like they're like steel cast guns, but they're
They're
not.
like that big.
They're like that big, but they have bullets for them too.
Are they?
They're not.
real bullets?
They're not real bullets.
They're just kind of a shell.
Yeah.
Kind of blanks.
They,
Not
well,
even
they
a
don't. They
blank.
don't even fire. They're just something.
Yeah,
you can
they're I don't even know what the word. They're not a blank, but they're not a
They're-
real
They're not a
shell.
cartridge, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that it's just.
It's
a
a
mock-up.
replica.
Okay.
It's a replica of a gun, but they're only like this big. But they have the actual like toy.
They have a
Oh, fascinating.
replica shell.
That
Okay.
goes
that
with
bullet that would go in it, so you can actually physically do it and it'll eject.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I saw him and I'm like, that's what I was thinking about when he showed it. It looks like a 45 or something like that, but it has a fake bullets.
No. I mean, you're looking at this and you're very certain that this is a very real gun.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking of. What it kind of reminds me.
That's
of
what his
it looks
Wade
like.
brain is telling him.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't. As you're looking at it, again, it doesn't have like a trigger, and you're realizing, oh. You start looking and you're like, that's a cyber weapon.
That's
That
a-
fits inside of a person and is very easily concealed.
I start looking at her hands or something to see if I can see like a slot or something.
No, you don't notice it. Her hands look like human hands. Yeah, her hands are human.
And just for the fun of it, I put it up against like one of her fingers and see if it like absorbs into it or something weird.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I'm just
I don't know.
Wade doesn't know these weird things, and he goes, puts it on her forehead just to see.
Even when I was in the aisle, we just sneered at the people across the channel as the weirdos. So we never learned about them.
Well, it definitely looks weird, but when she wakes up, she can figure out how to things. I would see if you could find her something you guys can wash her off or do whatever else you would need, and you can get her dressed. But knowing our luck, she'd turn out to be a bad guy. He walks away.
Are you still carrying her?
No, I carried her upstairs or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
I-
I just walk away. I'm like, is he just taking her?
She's mine now.
The living lands is rubbing off on him again.
I think he's satisfied with his living land's girlfriend.
He goes. He finds I figured there'd be like a cart or something. I don't know.
Just pile her body on and instead of Weekend at Bernie's her.
Yeah. See if you can find a cart or a wheelchair or something.
You haven't found anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't looked very hard either. So I'll put her back on the ground when we got up there. So out of that machine stuff, instead of taking the left, I'll go to the right
Okay.
and see if I can find anything else over there besides robots.
Okay. So, yeah, you take that right and you look, and it looks, you're like, wow, okay. This looks like a working bathroom.
Okay. Wash my hands, dry them off.
Yep, the water works. It is running.
Walk back out there. Found a bathroom.
That's unexpected.
Not really. I'm surprised there's not a branch off that there's a kitchen around here somewhere.
I mean, there's plenty to eat outside.
Yeah, but you gotta go back up.
Yeah. I don't think they stay here, obviously. This place seems to be empty.
Yeah, I'm only afraid that when we go back up, we won't be in the living lands anymore. We'll be in the cyber papacy.
Why would we do that?
Because weird shit happens.
Ain't that the dang truth?
No, we'll argue there. Used to weird stuff. And, like, entire time we've been here, there's nothing, we haven't heard any movements or anything, right?
No?
The only reason why I said that is because she's cyber papacy and not living lands.
Well, the most likely reason is that because, and she explained, Usagi's like, this crystal was plugged into that machine and it had this in it, and that machine was run over to her pod. I think the Eternium shard was feeding energy and turning her. They grew her and then turned her. This, and this is what helped it.
The main thing I'm confused about is how this process works. Because if you guys, from what I saw up top, you guys just kind of popped her out. Like, someone would need to have helped her out, I would have thought. And yet nothing is here. So I don't know if this place is abandoned, or if there's something here that's supposed to be taken care of. Maybe it's last charge.
Maybe there's an AI or a VI. Artificial intelligence or virtual intelligence, one of the two.
What?
Think a really smart computer.
They went up. You said you went up the
Okay.
elevator, right? You said you took her up to the top side.
No, I took her.
To the observation.
Okay,
Observation
okay. I
level.
misunderstood. Did you guys check out the other room?
Yeah, I just came back from the one room was a locker room, the other one's a bathroom.
Okay.
Is there any other doors leading out of the bathrooms or anything like that?
Nope.
It's
You
true.
actually feel like you've got a fairly good idea of what this place is like.
It doesn't seem to be big enough, but yeah, it seems to be just a place to house clones and wake them up and get them cleaned up and send them on their way.
Well, where can we clean them up? You said found a bathroom. Is there a shower?
I think so. I show them the bathroom.
Okay. Mary, help me. Leave, and we'll clean her up. And
Leave. Like he went in, washed his hand, came out and said, "I found the bathroom."
yeah. But like, we're gonna clean this woman, and he's a guy.
He's not in the bathroom.
No. Like, we take her. Like, he showed us where the bathroom was. I assume that's where he showed us. And we're like, okay, leave away, go away. So
You know the best part about all this
But
is I'm not included in this leave thing. It's just you.
yeah, we don't expect you to be there. You leave too. If you're there, leave. She's not awake yet. She deserves her privacy.
I'm just saying you.
We clean her off. Hopefully, find something, and kind of just like get all the gunk off, kind of dry her off, and then get her in clothes.
Okay.
She's still 100% unconscious.
Yep.
It's really hard to dress an unconscious person.
Without training, yes. They do actually train you on that kind of stuff in nursing.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do you have that training?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually takes 2.
I know how to dress alligators. I don't know how to dress unconscious people.
I mean, it's not hard because they're limp.
Yeah,
It helps to have 2. You can do it alone.
just so they don't like flop out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch too many Bones. TV shows Bones.
Bring her out. She's fully dressed. She's washed. Okay, let's take her upstairs. Actually, let's take a look at the laboratory stuff. See if we find a name or anything like that.
Take another look around.
Okay, so you're actually examining the laboratory now.
Yeah.
Okay, so who has science?
Zed.
Not any of us.
Nope.
Oh my god, you're right. Nobody has science.
Nope.
It's okay.
I am an interaction skill.
So, I mean, yeah, you find all kinds of stuff. There's like bromide and potassium phosphate and
Yep. There's science.
I was more looking for like papers and stuff, but okay. Man, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
okay.
yeah, no, there's not a lot of papers in here. Everything that is paper is you're realizing is labeling some kind of chemical.
Okay.
I'm looking for the MSDS.
MSDS.
It has a listing of all
It's
the
a
chemicals.
Spanish dictionary.
It's a listing of all the
Material
chemicals.
safety data.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a material safety data in here.
Terrible.
They don't worry about OSHA.
Freaking hate
and
MSDSs. God. Get a new chemical. Oh, it's a cleaning chemical. Go find the MSDS. No. Hated it so much.
So where I work on a computerized saw. And we got an error recently that they brought the manuals out. And me and maintenance spent probably a good 30 minutes going through those maintenance to try and find that fault.
Oh.
To figure out what to do with it.
Oh.
And we came to realize that they don't put any of the faults in their stuff. They have little tiny books. And there's nothing on YouTube of how to, or Google, on how to fix this saw. everything you do when you put it in Google search, it sends you to their sales.
Oh, that's rough.
And so me and maintenance are just like, the saw's excellent, the saw's wonderful, but when something goes wrong, they don't want us to be able to fix it.
Of course. To be out of a job.
It's kind of like the McDonald's soft served ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we basically shut the saw down and reset the computer, and that cleared the fault.
Hmm.
And so that is kind of our default with that saw. If it's the fault and we can't figure out how to reset it, we shut the saw down.
Well, at work we had a piece. We have a Ciox machine. And it was running. It's making horrible, horrible noises, but we ignored it. And then all of a sudden, it started jamming a lot. So I stopped it. I looked at it, and one of the pieces were a little bit looser than it was supposed to. So I called maintenance, and they says, "Oh yeah, it looks like the bearing went out of it, and you like totally and turned it into a knife and like sheared off the shaft."
Oh.
Like, okay,
That
how
would
long
do
is it
it.
going to be down for? The rest of the day. Cool. Walked away
Yeah.
because nobody wants to call maintenance to say, "Hey, something's wrong with this machine."
Because they don't want to be the reason that it's broken.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of the opposite. Maintenance likes me because when something's going wrong, I write it up. And I'm usually very able to tell them very precisely what it's doing. But like I said, the manual for the saw I run doesn't tell us how to fix anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like we have an OSA machine that went down, and we have a tech there from OSA, and it's taken them 3 or 4 days to get it up and running. Because apparently it had a power surge or something and it fried something.
That sucks.
And we'll be replacing them in a couple of months anyway,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly.
If all goes well, at least.
Yeah, supposedly.
Anyway.
All right. Yep. There's science in here. I
'Kay.
can sense it.
Well, let's take her back up. And I put the
I
lever
mean,
all the way.
Yeah, you're just. I'll go ahead and give me find.
Sure.
To dig through all the science stuff and find something that maybe you understand.
Can I roll for Luna?
No,
'Kay.
this is complete
No, it's
gibberish
fine.
to her.
I'm gonna play a drama.
Drama.
What's this? That is H2SO4. Leave that the hell alone.
All right. Yeah. Why not?
That was probably the most interesting rhyme I ever heard.
This is sodium sulfate. It will kill you. Hydrogen sulfate. Right? H2SO4?
H2SO4? No.
H2.
H2.
And then SO4. SO4 is a sulfate.
You are very correct, but what is an H2?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen sulfate. What the heck did I say first time?
Am I the only chemistry nerd here?
Probably.
It's like 9 o'clock.
That's sulfuric acid.
Yeah, it's still a sulfate though.
It is a
Yeah, I would.
sulfuric.
Yeah, no. Like I was just I was parsing the final stage, like because I think in like carbonates, carbonites kind of thing, and sulfites. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking of that it's an acid.
Yeah, H2 is kind of the. This is an acid.
What you thought was H2O was H2SO4.
Yes.
Yes, my dad used to say that one all the time, and it drove me nuts.
My mom said it to me, and I thought it was fascinating because I'm like, really? Because it's like the rhyme is Tommy was a scientist, but Tommy is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4.
The 50s, 60s, and 70s were weird times.
I
Let's
think,
make a childhood rhyme about burning yourself to death in acid.
By drinking it.
Yeah.
I think that this 10-year gap will be extremely weird when people look back in 20, 30 years.
Oh, yeah. No, it's...
No, this is going to be a weird.
Because we have
Time.
2 presidential people that are running for president that over the age of 80 who should be thinking about retiring and not running for president.
Don't get into it. Do not.
I'm
even
not saying
get into
anything.
it.
I
I'm
was going to say it.
trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
basically saying that conversation ends here.
So, Usagi pushes the lever all the way forward.
It doesn't move.
Can I push it back?
All the way back.
It goes up.
Okay, how fast?
Okay.
And while Usagi is doing that, I finish my fine check.
Oh, sorry.
For 16.
For 16.
Yep. I push my mind as far as it will go.
Okay. Okay. We'll go with that. So what you find is a shelf that has labels that are not scientific labels. And it actually has them labeled as eternity charts on the outside of this cabinet.
Shards or charts?
Shards.
Okay, I heard charts. I just wanted to make sure.
No, it has eternity shards written on it.
Huh.
It's mostly empty,
Mm-hmm.
but there is one label inside. There's nothing there,
Mm-hmm.
but it does have a label called the Cardinal Assassin. That's what's labeled.
Neat.
I'm like, my mind just went blank on what I called this thing. Right? Someone write that down, because I'll forget.
Tony, write that down. He does all the writing down.
I know he does, but he's probably in bed.
Does he have the flu or something?
I don't know.
I
He's
mean,
not
he
feeling
might
very
be
good.
able to write in his sleep.
The Cardinal Assassin.
That seems important. There I go. Oh, look, the elevator's leaving.
No, I wait. I thought you were on the elevator. I'm not going to leave without you.
But it's funnier if you do, because I'm like, guess we're back to flying again.
But yeah, no, you also do find a cabinet that's labeled Eternity Shards.
Mm-hmm.
It's also empty.
Yeah.
Not Eternity Shards.
Eternium.
Eternium. I'm gonna
They had to make it difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethereum, Eternium, Eternity,
Aether.
Ether. Ethereum. I said that once.
Ethereum is Skyrim, if I remember correctly, right?
I don't remember.
Tony, where you at?
Like, I thought they were Ethereum shards at one point, I remember.
Yeah, they're Eternium with an Enium.
Yep.
Yeah, Eternium. To make him sound like a mineral. Because Eum is a mineral.
Well, that's unexpected.
Surprise Goblin.
Familiars having a fun time hiding under the mat. It's
Okay.
like a bat and a fairy dragon.
What'd you find over there, Alan?
An empty cabinet full of that might have contained Eternium shards, and a label of a cool sounding name.
Is it her name?
I don't know. Could be.
What's the name?
The Cardinal Assassin?
Oh, no, that's not a name.
And then she wakes up.
Oh, activated. Oh, snap!
mean, it could be a name.
Chobits.
It's a code name. What do you mean?
Activated. F me.
Could
It's a
be
code
a
name.
hero Nile or a villain from the Nile. That sounds very Nile-ish.
Okay.
Technically does.
We take the elevator up and go, Eric! Eric, where you at? We found another one. She's different. Well, I mean, she's the same. She's got the same face, but she's different. Man, this is super confusing.
I mean, it's pretty normal to me, but I forget you guys are new, so.
I'm getting used to it because there's like, yeah, it's like dating twins but better.
And that's kind of the thing, is that they're not twins. They don't look alike the same way identical twins do. There's always differences, and they're not subtle differences. It's always enough to tell them apart. Like the one you just brought up, she's actually very pale skinned with very red hair.
Cardinal is red. She's a bird. She kills birds.
Sure, we'll go with that. Because she has a really small gun.
This makes a bit too much sense.
Is that the concern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that makes sense to me usually isn't right. That's what I've learned so far.
I'm pretty sure that gun will somehow become a very big and dangerous gun. Just right now, it looks like something that might
It's the noisy
annoy a
cricket.
bird.
I'm really. I think you guys are reaching when you say gun. Like, it's like a cube.
Okay. What does the tribe of One Face, I almost said No Face, tribe of One Face stay when we bring up another one?
I mean, they're like interesting.
Do you have a bed that I can put her on? She's starting to get heavy.
Do we have a place where we can put her so she can rest? He's a little teenager-y.
I want to put her down. She is getting heavy.
I know what you meant.
I don't know what teenagery means. I don't know
I think
what's
somebody has a
implying
more of a dirty mind than I do.
there. It's very teenagery over here. And I'm like, what the heck, Usagi? He's just carrying her.
I mean, yeah, they're like, yeah. Several of the rooms have sleeping pallets.
I go put her on one, and I put up, if they have blankets, I don't know if they did disintegrate too fast.
Leave.
So here's the thing. Work leather apparently doesn't disintegrate.
Okay, then I put
What
the
about
work-
furs?
So long as it's worked
Okay.
as like a fur blanket,
Okay.
it's fine.
Oh, yeah, I was just
'Cause
curious.
That's just leather that hasn't had the fur scraped off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put her in one and put like some furs underneath her head or something like that, and I go like, I'm gonna call you Penny for no apparent reason, and walk away.
Like a bad penny.
Yeah, they keep showing up.
Didn't we already name one Penny?
Nope.
We have Perry, Terry, Mary. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go crazy.
Look, right now that you've named one, this is when Tony wakes up and is like, no, I named
Something.
all of them.
So yeah, right. Something's wrong in the
Something is
universe.
wrong.
Someone touched the thermostat.
So they drive
Someone
in-
has named a clone, and it was not me. No, this does not stand.
She might have her name. No, but I'm just gonna call her Penny.
pretty sure most of them had names, and we're just like,
Well, one of
Yeah.
them didn't, and Tony named her.
right.
Yeah,
that
the
was
first one he met was
Perry.
Perry. The second one, he's like, your name is Terry.
So, you've met two that didn't have names.
Yeah.
All of the rest have had names.
And Tony's overridden them.
Tony has tried to override them.
Well, I'm just gonna call her. It's better than calling her
The clone.
The clone. Yeah, I'm like, her name's Penny, by the way. At least until she wakes up and tells me different.
Okay, so you get her lied down and comfortable, and
Smack! What the hell was that for?
okay, who has the little gun?
I probably do.
Okay, you have it.
He was the only one that was able to identify it, so it makes sense.
That's fair. No, I figured that was it. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So probably an hour goes by, and the tribe is getting ready to go out and forage and hunt, when you hear a commotion from inside.
Oh, Penny must be awake. I walk back. Hello.
And this woman looks at you and is like, she has this look of like, I don't know what's going on.
Hey. My name is Wade. We found you down below. And we brought you up because you look like you were needed to be rescued. How are you doing?
Who am I?
Well, I'll be calling you Penny because you're a clone. You want to come meet your sisters?
Sisters.
Yes, you have like. I've tried to count them in my hand. You got a bunch.
But I'm a clone. Who am I a clone of?
I don't know.
He wasn't paying attention to my story.
Well, let's go find Alan. He can tell you who you're a clone of.
Okay. My name is Penny.
Until you
I am
decide.
a clone.
Yes. Until you find a better name, your name is Penny.
I think that will work.
We just call you Bad Penny.
Why? I'm not there.
She's like, I'm not sure. Penny's fine.
I can call you BP.
It's the weirdest.
No, really. Just Penny.
The weirdest interaction ever. This person wakes up. I'm new to the world. Some 17-year-old punk is like, I'm gonna call you Bad Penny. And you're like, okay.
There'll be a reason. There'll be a reason why. We'll figure out the reason why. Come on, let's go. You can meet everybody else.
I mean, I like to think that if babies could talk and parents were going through names, they'd be like, wait a minute, what? No.
I named my child before they were born.
See? And then they're like, ew. No.
Apparently, I chose my name. That's how the story goes.
Well, anyway.
My mom saw a license plate with the name Casey,
Mm-hmm.
and she felt the minute she saw it, she felt a kick in her stomach like, that's supposed to be my name. Because I think originally I was supposed to be Alexander.
That makes sense. You're like, oh, we are changing this. What do you see? Bam, that's a good one.
Yeah, all the Alexes I've met were kind of weird.
See, and
Here's
Casey's
the
very
thing.
normal now.
Growing up, I was never fond of my first name. And when I heard the story and that I was originally supposed to be Alexander, I'm like, damn it, what was I thinking? Anyway, we're a little off topic on that.
Okay. We does that Wade come out with her?
Apparently,
Oh, she's up. Hi, my name is Usagi. What has he told you so far?
That's not one of your sisters.
She's like,
Oh, he didn't even
Okay.
give you any information, did you? He just started talking about sisters.
Penny.
Your name is Penny? Okay. First of all, naming rights revoked. Hi, my name is Usagi. I am not one of your sister clones. How are you doing?
And I go,
I'm not sure.
and he goes,
Well,
"Oh,"
let's come in here. Let's sit down. Let's have some food.
and I hand her the small little thing that looks like a gun. He said, "You know what this is?"
I mean, she looks at it.
That's a
And
T-24 rifle. Done.
She takes it from you. She's really kind of mesmerized, and she reaches out to take it from you.
I hand it to her.
Okay. And she's holding it, and she speaks the name. She pushes it against her middle finger, and speaks "Cardinal Assassin," and it sinks into her finger.
Oh. Well, that makes more sense.
And she's like, "This is an eternity shard."
Yep.
That's not weird at all.
I mean, she's a programmed weapon. It makes sense. We can talk about your purpose in a bit. Come, sit down. Have some food. Pet my cat.
That's a cat. I
I know what a cat is.
wanted to make sure.
I don't know how I know what a cat is.
They bring good luck.
At least 9 lives.
They fight off Apophis. Bast fights off Apophis.
Mm-hmm.
Bast
Yeah.
is the one of the goddess of cats. She's the goddess of cats, but she's the one of two that look like cats.
Hmm.
The other is Sekhmet, and she's a lion.
Bast is also the one that has a severe problem with modesty.
I would consider Hathor has the problem with modesty, but yeah.
Bast is also not known for being fully clothed.
Yeah.
Because goddess of cats, yes, but also goddess of fertility.
Hathor's the goddess of beauty. That's why I would bring her up.
Okay.
Okay. Should bring her over there, try to calm her down. Luna would
I mean,
come
she
over.
doesn't seem. She's calm. But you can tell this is a lot to take in.
Oh yeah, she's frazzled.
Yeah.
So we kind of explain, okay, Alan, fill me in as I'm going. I'm like,
Okay.
you are a clone.
You got that.
These are your clone sisters. We've only found girls so far. We found quite a few, but you were created by a woman named Marion to fight off something called the High Lord or the High Lords. And they are people who are actively trying to destroy the world. It's complicated, but it looks like you...
Mauro.
Yes. Sure. Who's Malro? She Usagi just gonna whisper something like, "Who's Malro?"
Yeah, it's in the Storm Knight pamphlet. He's the French one. He's the Pope.
Oh.
the
Apparently,
Cyber
yes. That's
Papers.
the High Lord you're supposed to kill. Don't know how. I know why, but I don't know how. So, I mean, the name makes sense now. If he was a Pope, the Cardinals, the Catholics, I guess, yeah, that makes more sense. I thought it was because of your hair. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah.
actually thought you were designed to kill a bird, actually.
We don't talk about that. Shh. And then she's just like,
Where he goes, the Cardinals?
we have
Red
to.
Cardinals? Blue Jays?
That's what Usagi's theory was.
I honestly don't. We followed the tribe of One Face here because we wanted to find out where they came from. We weren't expecting more. We're a group of people who are actively trying to fight the High Lords. as well, we can bring you to our home base if you'd like. Or at least one of the bases.
She's like, I think I have a lot to learn. So let's just start off with the basics.
Okay. What are the basics?
This is right, left.
That might be a little too basic.
Okay.
Do you know how to drive a car?
No.
Okay.
She's just got the matrix plugged in, just I know
When
Kung
we
Fu.
get back to the core Earth, I'll show you how to drive a car.
I thought you were going to say, I'll chase you in the car. I'm like, what the heck, Wade?
Do you know how to do you know how to lockpick?
Well,
She's like,
What-
I'm not sure what all I can do right now.
well, how about we test that?
Tomorrow.
Next time.
Oh. She was just going to straight pull up like some unarmed combat and like, follow the kata.
No, actually, yeah. Next time. So, that will definitely be end of an act.
Oh, okay. Ooh, good lucky us.
Scene.
Oh, scene? Okay.
Sorry, I'm like, wait, wrong word.
It's like act,
I
yes.
get those two confused. Sorry.
Yeah,
Scene.
it's okay.
End of scene. And next time we play Torg, we will definitely explore Penny more.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, thank you for joining us tonight. Head on out through the fellow shop and pick up some merch. And have a great night, and we will see you on Sunday, which we have a very special surprise for you for Sunday. Thank you, and good night.